Imagine turning on the news. Something big is about to be revealed, and it's not just another headline. Breaking news. The universe is confirmed to be vastly larger than we ever imagined. The scale of everything we know has just changed. Scientists everywhere are scrambling to explain this new, mind-boggling scale. The numbers they're working with are so enormous, they almost seem unreal. The distances are so huge, kilometers and miles just don't work anymore. Our usual ways of measuring things simply break down. It's like trying to measure the entire ocean with a single teaspoon. No matter how many times you scoop, you barely make a dent. But this isn't just a story about science or numbers. It's about our place in the cosmos, and how we fit into this vast, mysterious universe. When we hear about space, we get lost in words like light years and parsecs, distances so vast, our brains can't even begin to picture them. These are measurements that stretch far beyond anything we experience on Earth. For example, a single light year is about 9.5 trillion kilometers. That's the distance light travels in just 1 year. That's a 9 with 12 zeros after it. It's a number so big, it's almost impossible to truly grasp. So how do we make sense of something so enormous? The answer: by shrinking the universe down to a scale we can actually understand. Just like a map shrinks the world to fit on a page, we'll shrink the cosmos, turning stars and galaxies into objects we can imagine holding in our hands. We'll become cosmic map makers, charting the unimaginable. We'll start with our sun, the heart of our solar system, and build a model outward, step by step, to see just how far everything really is. No rocket ship needed, just your imagination and a sense of wonder. Get ready. This journey will reveal just how big, beautiful, and awe-inspiring our galactic home truly is. Let's take the first step together.
Let's begin by shrinking our sun to the size of a grain of sand. All its heat and energy, now in a tiny speck. On this scale, Earth is a bacterium, so small you'd need a microscope to see it. This microscopic Earth orbits our sand-grained sun at about 10 centimeters away, the width of your hand. Jupiter, the solar system's giant, is just a speck of dust, orbiting at arm's length. The other planets? Even smaller, scattered between Earth and Jupiter. Our entire solar system, once vast, now fits on a dinner table. Pluto, another bacterium, is just 4 meters from our sun, about the length of a small car. To walk from the sun to Pluto's orbit, you'd only need a few steps. The planetary realm, which takes spacecraft years to cross, is now the size of a room. But this is just the beginning. Our model solar system is tiny compared to what's next. Let's see how far the boundaries really go. Imagine standing beside our sun, which in this model is no bigger than a tiny grain of sand resting on a dark surface. It's almost hard to believe that something so small could represent the blazing heart of our solar system. Now, take a single step forward, just 10 centimeters, and you've already crossed the orbit of Earth. In this scale, our entire planet's journey around the sun is just a fraction of a stride. You wouldn't even notice Earth itself. It's so minuscule, it's practically invisible, just a microscopic speck lost in the vastness. Yet that's where all of human history has unfolded. Take a few more careful steps, and you'll pass Mars, then Jupiter, each one reduced to a mere dust particle on this cosmic path. The giants of our solar system, now just tiny flecks. After walking just 4 meters, about the length of a small car, you reach the orbit of distant Pluto, the former 9th planet, now a symbol of the solar system's edge. In this model, you've crossed the main part of our solar system in mere seconds, covering distances that would take light hours to traverse. But in reality, the New Horizons spacecraft, traveling at incredible speeds, took nearly 10 years to make this same journey from the Sun to Pluto. Our model compresses a decade of relentless travel into a short, leisurely stroll, making the vastness feel almost manageable. Yet, even at Pluto, you haven't truly reached the edge. The solar system doesn't end here. The solar system stretches out much farther than most people imagine, fading into the darkness. Surrounding us is the Oort cloud, a vast mysterious shell of icy objects, comets, and debris, forming a distant boundary. On our scale, to reach the Oort cloud you'd have to walk 16 kilometers, about 10 miles, farther than most people ever walk in a day. Our familiar planetary system, which fits comfortably inside a living room on this scale, is just a tiny core within a much larger invisible bubble. To truly cross the solar system, you'd need to walk a half marathon, 13 miles, through a landscape that's almost entirely empty, with only the occasional icy body for company. By now, the sun, the grain of sand you started beside, is a distant memory, barely visible behind you. The emptiness is staggering, almost unimaginable. And even after all this, we've barely left home. The universe beyond is vaster still, waiting to be explored. After 16 kilometers, we reach the edge of our solar system. Where's the next star? Alpha Centauri, our closest neighbor. On this scale, Alpha Centauri is another grain of sand, 400 kilometers away. That's the distance from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. Our entire solar system is a tiny bubble, and the next one is a long drive away. Imagine hours on a highway, nothing but empty space, until you reach another grain of sand. The emptiness between stars is immense. Our fastest spacecraft would take tens of thousands of years to reach Alpha Centauri. On our model, it's just a car ride, but the reality is staggering. The stars in our sky look close, but they're separated by unimaginable distances. We visited 2 star systems, out of hundreds of billions. From a walk across a room to a road trip, we're still in our tiny corner of the Milky Way. To cross the galaxy, we'll need an airplane. We've reached Alpha Centauri. Now let's cross the Milky Way. Our galaxy is a spinning disk, 100,000 light-years across. On our scale, that's 10 million kilometers. Far too far to drive. Time to board a jet. At 900 kilometers per hour, it would take over 11,000 hours. More than a year and a half, to fly across our model galaxy. You'd pass billions of grains of sand, each a star, separated by hundreds of kilometers of emptiness. Near the center, stars crowd together, glowing brighter. The galactic core is a dazzling river of light. After months, you'd cross the center and head out the other side. The stars thin out, and the bright core fades. After a year and a half, you reach the far edge. Light takes 100,000 years to cross this distance. Our solar system, on this map, is smaller than a spiderweb's thread. Our flight takes us through the Milky Way's crowded heart, the galactic center. Here, grains of sand, stars, are packed close, glowing in a cosmic firework display. At the very center lies a supermassive black hole, Sagittarius A. It's 4 million times the mass of our sun. On our scale, it's a bowling ball made of 4 million grains of sand, crushed into a single invisible point. Its gravity holds the galaxy together. The event horizon, the point of no return, is just 240 meters wide on our scale. Our plane could fly right past it, seeing stars whip around an empty point in space. This powerful vortex is 27,000 light-years from us, 2.7 million kilometers on our model. We live in the quiet suburbs, far from the chaos. The galactic center is a place of energy, structure, and mystery. Our journey reveals the galaxy's heart and rhythm. We've crossed the Milky Way, 10 million kilometers from where we started. Are we alone? Not at all. The Milky Way is part of the Local Group, a small cluster of galaxies. Our closest neighbor is Andromeda, even bigger than our own galaxy. On our scale, Andromeda is 250 million kilometers away, almost twice the Earth-Sun distance. The space between galaxies is a vast, dark gulf. Our galaxy has smaller companions too. The large and small Magellanic Clouds, like city-sized clouds of stars, a few million kilometers away. These dwarfs orbit us, pulled in by gravity. Andromeda and the Milky Way are on a collision course, rushing together at 110 kilometers per second. But the collision won't happen for 4.5 billion years. When they merge, most stars will pass right through each other, forming a new, larger galaxy. Our cosmic neighborhood is dynamic and ever-changing. The universe is always in motion. Our local group is just one cluster in the Virgo supercluster, a collection of thousands of galaxies. On our scale, the Virgo supercluster stretches billions of kilometers wide. Even our airplane can't cross this distance. Superclusters link together in filaments, forming a cosmic web. In between are vast dark voids, some of the emptiest places in the universe. Scientists once thought there were 1 to 200 billion galaxies. Now we estimate there could be 2 trillion. For every grain of sand on Earth's beaches, there are several galaxies. Each galaxy is an island of billions of stars. The universe is extravagantly, unimaginably full. Our Milky Way is just one of trillions. We've traveled from a grain of sand, a tiny speck that could be lost in a blink, yet it holds a universe of its own, to a web of 2 trillion galaxies, each one a swirling city of stars, planets and mysteries waiting to be discovered. It's easy to feel small, standing beneath the endless sky, dwarfed by the sheer scale of it all. But that's not the point. Our size doesn't diminish our significance. It highlights the miracle of our awareness. Knowing the universe's size makes our existence more amazing. On our tiny Earth, A blue dot adrift in a cosmic ocean, life emerged, evolved, and became conscious. From single-celled beginnings to the complexity of thought, we are the universe made aware of itself. We look up, wonder, and let our curiosity guide us to new horizons. We build tools to understand our place, crafting telescopes and satellites to peer deeper into the unknown. The universe isn't just stars and galaxies, it's a place that produced beings who can appreciate its beauty, who can ask questions and seek answers. The vastness of space is full of possibility and wonder, a canvas painted with the light of ancient suns. Every star is a potential sun, each one possibly warming worlds we have yet to imagine. Every galaxy a new frontier. We may be small, but our reach is limitless in thought and spirit. Our minds can cross these distances. Through science and imagination, we travel farther than our bodies ever could. We hold the universe in our heads, mapping the stars and dreaming of what lies beyond. Our ability to comprehend this scale connects us to everything, binding us to the cosmos and to each other. Next time you see the Milky Way, remember the journey. The grain of sand, the leap from the smallest to the grandest scales. The walk, the drive, the flight. Each step a part of our cosmic adventure. Each moment a thread in the tapestry of existence. Don't feel small, feel amazed, connected, and lucky. We are part of something vast, and that is a gift. To be alive and aware in a cosmos this grand is the most wonderful thing of all. Our story is written in the stars, and it's only just beginning.